We have TV Mohandas Pai, chairman of Aarin Capital Partners, with us to talk on the same. Welcome, sir, on the show.
Thank you.
To begin with, the first take is in the next 24 to 36 months, where does the new value chain, new real value show up, and agentic AI around workflows, integration layers on the top core system, or selective modernization?
No, I think it will show up in agentic AI and workflow automation because that's the easiest thing to do and easy to adopt. And over a period of time, maybe in the next 12 months, 24 months, the big IT companies will start using them for the core work because the core work requires maintenance, it requires new features, and both of them, they'll use the AI coding mechanism to improve matters and to speed up work. Right now, if you look at the commentary of the major IT service companies, they say they're working on thousands of AI projects for their clients. And they have given out agentic AI for this for the clients, and they've seen a 10-15% productivity improvement, which is a start. So I think we need to understand that AI is not something that is thrown into the open where everybody will start using AI and doing whatever they want, which is also true. But in business enterprises, you have to see how to use AI, where to use AI, and you need many experts to come in and help you out do that. And that's beginning to happen with the big IT service companies leading the way.
You have often highlighted the limits of hype cycles. So what, in your view, is the single most underestimated risk that India faces in its AI transition today? And one which is almost nobody is seeing, neither the government or the industry end is prepared for it yet.
Look, I think it's very naive for people to believe that some people in the stock market who are operators in Bombay know more about the use of AI and impact of AI than the big IT companies, which are the heart of the matter. We must remember that these IT companies are global giants. There are thousands of big customers. They're talking to them all the day. They're in touch with the AI innovators like ChatGPT or Anthropic or Perplexity or anything like that. They know what is happening. They're buying their products. They're testing them out. They're doing AI projects. So they are at the top of it. And to believe that the operators in Bombay know much more, they make some stupid remarks saying everything is over, GDP will come down, this will disappear, every Tom, Dick and Harry on the road can do work using coding, you need English. Yes, all that is a possibility, but that takes time because while you as an individual can do something on your own and you can risk it out and do what you want, big businesses which run on core systems, they have to be cautious, they are cautious, but they're working together. The good thing is that AI is a big disruption. AI is going to improve productivity by 15-20% in the first year itself, maybe 25-30% cumulatively in second and third year, which is very good. It will release a lot of work that is being done right now and make people more productive. It will help do much of the backlog of software. There's a lot of backlog of software. It will help do that. It will help make business enterprises faster. And like in all disruption, the people who use it first are going to have a leg up because they're going to do things faster. Just 2 days ago, we saw the head of a large finance company in India talk about his use of AI, I think, which people to listen to. And he said, look, we had 2 million calls data, and we asked AI to have a look at it. They distilled into 200,000 use cases where we disbursed 1,600 crores. And we're going to use it more and more because we've got a huge data set. And he also said that AI is right now not being used on the core software because for legacy software, it takes some time for them to do it. They've got to be careful. Whereas in the periphery, for example, in discovery, in research, customer acquisition, customer servicing, and others, they're going to use it much more, and they're going to see a very big improvement, sometimes a dramatic improvement.
Yeah. Sir, in this scenario, how do you look at the India Impact AI Summit that is going to kick off next week? How is it going to change the landscape of AI in Indian context?
Well, I think the India AI Summit is coming at an interesting time and space because we saw in Davos that the IMF made some stupid remarks saying that the US and China are number one first year, India and others are falling behind without knowing what is happening in India. India is the second largest human capital trained in AI. Much of the AI work that is being done outside the world, outside the US, I mean, in the US and Europe is being done in India. We have a large number of service companies, so AI first, trying to be AI first. And a lot of things are happening in India. And suddenly, India, US, and China are tier one players. We don't have big LLMs. Now, even Europe doesn't have big LLM except Mistral. Japan doesn't have a big LLM. China has got it, but nobody trusts China. It is difficult. So I think it is going to showcase to India what India has, how India is going to be a major player. And that's why the major US companies who are at the heart of AI will come to India. They're investing to set up hypercloud. They're investing to set up R&D teams. They're investing to sell their products and their subscription here, which is very interesting. So India is going to be a major player, and this showcases why and how we are going to be a major player in the next 3 to 5 years.
So how should an Indian IT company reprise the work as it shifts from headcount to outcomes going forward?
Aditya, I get very surprised at the naivety that people like you and other commenters have. Do you think these are all stupid companies? They're very large companies. They're talking to their clients every single day. They know what is happening. They've been working on AI for multiple years. They will price it appropriately so that there is a benefit for the client in using AI to incentivize them by lower costs, and they will help them navigate it, right? We don't have to worry about them. They know what to do. They're doing it, and they're in the heart of the matter, while the rest of the people are commentators in the periphery who read some silly tweets and something else and get worried and worked up like it happened in the market, right? I don't think we have to worry about that because, see, my view is very clear. Global business will need these players to use AI in their operations. They're already working with them. They'll continue to work with them. Two, we're going to have a lot of work done faster, better, lower costs. That is true. That means clients will benefit. The IT service companies see work done earlier. Three, the work done earlier means the time release and the talent release will be used to do more work. There's a lot of backlog. The only key question we have to look at is, will global enterprises use the cost savings to the bottom line or they reinvest? My hunch is they will reinvest because they're way behind in being up to date in technology. And we see that happen in the earlier waves too. And they will reinvest because there's a lot of competition, how to use AI to become more productive, and they have to upgrade at a rapid pace. What used to take 4 or 5 years can be done in 2 to 3 years. And that is saying big because accumulated software is about $20 to $25 trillion.
Yeah.
I think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And third, there's a lot more work going to come to Indian companies, primarily because here is where there's a huge capability and management to do AI for the global clients. Other countries in the free world don't have that.
Yeah. On such occasions, it really becomes essential to get an expert opinion from veterans like you, sir. So GCCs in India are evolving fast, but do you believe that India risks becoming too dependent on the GCC-driven growth, or what would be a healthy balance look like between GCC expansion, domestic product innovation, and homegrown IP ownership?
Look, let me say this. AI has got 3 layers. One is the large LLM layer, which is dominated by the United States. Europe has only Mistral, China, but nobody trusts China. Second is the small LLMs, where the Indian software service companies will dominate. They'll work with their clients and they'll use agentic AI. They're already doing that in a very big way. Third will be application AI, where smaller companies will come up, where India has got a very large number of small companies using AI. They have to struggle for business because India is a small market, and they have to struggle for capital, but they're there and they're growing quite rapidly. Many of them are relocating to the United States because the business there is much, much better. So where India will dominate will be in small LLMs, in agentic AI and working with global customers, and in application AI, where a lot of small companies and medium-sized companies will come. And our startups are all using the AI tools that are available free or at low cost already. So I see a huge surge this year, 2026, in the use of AI across the business, including our commercial banks, including our major enterprises, including startups, and our service companies doing the work. So I see a lot more employment opportunities coming. And I think that's going to happen. But the key thing is, the key risk for everybody is, will the opportunities come faster than the disruption? Now, that is the key risk for any disruption. And today, I think we are even that we hope that it will happen. We have to wait for another 1 or 2 quarters to see how it exactly pans out and look at the commentary of the big IT service companies. But whatever is there today, with the news today, our companies are working with global enterprises. They got a hiring plan. They don't see much danger for the next 3 to 6 months, 9 months. And we'll see as we go along when more things happen. But please remember, we are at the heart of the innovation wave, barring, of course, all the apps, all the things like Claude being released, but that only a few companies are doing it globally.
Yeah, that was quite a deep insight, sir, and thank you for being a part of this discussion. And I'm sure the word goes out to many of the AI founders, AI-led startup founders who are watching us today on this telecast. And I'm sure that they are going to take a piece of advice from the veteran Mohandas Pai himself.